It's me, unapologetically T. Parenthood. Parenthood, parenthood, parenthood. I feel like it was so much easier when my child was younger. Like, that was the fun parts. And even then, it was hard. I worked a lot. I had school. I had a whole bunch of different responsibilities plus her. I was rarely at home. Shit. I was rarely at home. And so that meant when I did have quality time or free time, I spent that shit with her. Um, because at the end of the day, she was my most important responsibility. So, like, a lot of times, even though I wasn't at home a lot, shit, we go on dates and we do stuff together, just one on one, us. And that's how I was able to keep a bond and a relationship with my child, even though I worked so much and was doing so much shit. Oh shit, y'all coming in right next to each other. My bad. I'm looking at the sky. I ain't ever seen it that close together before. That definitely ain't no airplanes flying that close. It ain't no air show. But anyway, anywho. But yeah, I miss those moments, like going to places, like getting, sweet fog and ice cream and hearing, her beautiful thoughts and mind, her playfulness, and it's like now we're here in the Legion of Doom. It's like, that's what it's like raising a fucking girl teenager. And she'll be playing like she be into all the goddamn, like everything she talk about, like I'm just not even into it. Just about, we do have a lot of similarities in other spots, but the stuff like the teenage gossip stuff, like that should make my brain hurt. It just be like, ugh, it make my spirit feel icky. It's just like I don't want to entertain this. Like, what was it last night? I think she came and said everybody's on the internet judging Cardi B because she she took her child's umbilical cord and made a gold necklace out of it, and I'm just like, we can't care about what those dummies think. Like, shit, people judge anything. Like, first of all, y'all can't afford to, take the umbilical cord, make a chain out of it. Second of all, half of y'all don't even realize the importance. And even my daughter said that. I was proud of her on that part. She was like, they don't even realize how important the placenta is. And I was like, yeah, they don't. They don't even realize what the fuck the umbilical cord represents. That is the lifeline to your baby. Like, why shouldn't she want to do that? Like, if that's what her mind went to, like, you just gotta be trying to tell her, like, shit, everybody gonna have something to say. But when they got to say, irritates the fuck out your spirit, don't feed into it. Don't feed it to it. But yeah, like, she be doing shit like that. I just be like, baby, I don't have the energy to care about that. Like, we got whole genocides happening. Shit, it's a genocide in America happening. It's just a silent one. Spiritual. It's a spiritual genocide happening. And then you got those in other countries who are literally fighting spiritual and physical physical wars. Well, we got a spiritual one going on over here. Siphoning your soul, your energy. And it's only the real gonna survive. Only the real gonna survive, and trying to help other real ones, unlock and tap into their potential. But those who are, like, literally choosing not to heal, choosing not to elevate, um, choosing not to, turn to their higher power. Like, for me, my lane over here, the people that I rock with, we free. And, you worship the way you want to worship. Literally, I don't got shit to do with how you see it and who you see it. I judge your heart. I judge your character. Um, I'm not here to convince you or tell you how you should be worshiping. What you eat, what you drink, don't make me shit. So like literally, it ain't my place. Like that whole I definitely understand missionary work, and like baby, I'm a missionary. Like my shit just different. I despise missionaries who try to force anything on anyone. Um it reminds me of force feeding. Like if you don't remember back in the day in prisons and insane asylums, they would force feed you if you went on a food strike. Um and literally it contained them literally putting a contraction in your mouth and forcing slop down your throat just so that you don't die. And usually when people are on a food strike, it's to send a fucking message in the first place, that conditions are poor, treatment is poor, and all that stuff. So literally whenever I come, and I've come across missionaries who literally proclaim to be of God. I've met some who were of all religions, and when I tell you I have a certain relationship, and you get upset because I don't see it or view it the way that you see it or view it, you already have let me know that something's wrong with you. I'm dead ass serious. You've already let me know that something's wrong with you. I literally had a missionary. I did a video on it. I had a missionary come up to me, and he was a young boy, and literally just didn't even realize how wicked he was. He talked about had I allowed Jesus, like baby, I accepted Jesus Christ in my life since I was a little girl. And I wasn't even condescending to this little boy. I just let him know my relationship and how I view Jesus and how Jesus works in my life. And he got upset with me because I said I wasn't going to pray to Jesus. And it's like, if you pray to Jesus, that's okay. And I have my own relationship with Jesus. Like literally, like I literally talk to Jesus every day. Like whatever that spirit you want to call it by a name or whatever, but the spirit of the Messiah I talk to every fucking day. That's my dad. That's my father figure. That's my go-to. And so literally I explained that without going into detail. Like I have my own relationship with Jesus, but he got upset when I said that he got upset when I said basically like I wasn't going to pray to Jesus, like I pray to God. And it's like, if I meet a Christian who feels like Jesus is greater than God, that's when you lose me, baby. Because if Jesus was the Son of God, Jesus is not greater than God. Jesus is a medium to get to God. And the moment that you want me to make Jesus God, even though I do view things as God is all, God works through all of us. The moment that you get mad at me because I view Jesus, the Messiah, as the Son, I'm just looking at you like, are you really like understanding that Bible that you read? Are you even understanding that literally there was a transition from the Torah to the New Testament? Are you really even understanding the mission of Christ? Like the mission of the Messiah. Messiah was walking around amongst those who needed help. But in no way did he force the help. He didn't force the help. He didn't even condemn the people who were disenfranchised. He realized that they literally, were a product of their environment, a product of oppression. And so literally this young man literally got upset with me. I think he felt like I was a black bitch who thought I knew everything. And If that's how he wanted to view me, that's how he wanted to view me. I don't know everything. I can't be corrected and I can't stand corrected. I'll come out and the same way I said it with my motherfucking chest and I said it wrong is the same way I say it with my chest and come in and apologize publicly. Like, I don't have no problems with that. That's that. Well, you can't do that shit. That's your ego. That is a weakness. That's something that you should work on. If you can't see that you're wrong and all that shit. And I've had phases in my life where I ain't like to be wrong. Hated to be wrong. You know, definitely when you grow up around motherfuckers who's always right. It make you feel like, you know, I don't want to be wrong either. Because y'all made me wrong all my goddamn life. But then you got to find your balance and your medium. So, like, literally when I be saying that, I be coming online and I talk rough and I talk hard. I come at this from a place of experience. I get it. But it's time you get it too. It's time that you get it right. It's like, it's time that we all get it right. Shit. I ain't no better than the next person. And the only time I feel like I'm better than the next person is when you think you're going to come over here and destroy me. When you think you're going to come over here and brainwash me. I thank God for the experiences of being manipulated and brainwashed at a very early age. Because when you overcome that type of manipulation and brainwashing over time and it's constantly just given to you, brainwash, manipulation, loss of identity, like you get to a point where like your mind becomes so strong that like literally you're not willing to let anyone implant just anything into your mind, and you still can have the understanding to view shit from everybody's viewpoint, but like literally what you know and believe gonna be true for you. And so literally that young man literally didn't hear anything I said. I let him know that like shit, Jesus had already saved my life multiple times. And I just view my relationship with Jesus and God differently. Um he got upset. He got physically upset. Like you could see the red come over him. We had to talk about the Bible and I told him like you literally like white men chose what was gonna be in that Bible and what won't. A lot of the stories y'all don't read as a whole. Those are parables for you to break down. A lot of y'all don't even read them. A lot of y'all don't even realize after God destroyed the earth after Noah's Ark and he sent the rainbow, Noah's grandson, his grandson literally raped him. It literally alludes to his grandson raped him. And instead of Noah doing what I think Noah should have did, he should have killed him so that those genes won't reproduce. He made him a slave. And so literally Noah restarted oppression for human beings. And so I think he should have been wiped out because you are ancestral and you're a rapist. We don't need that to reproduce. And we don't need to torture you. Why be here? Why be here? And so literally that's just my little TED talk on that story. But it's like people miss they'll take out scriptures and then they'll miss the whole story. And it's like I love to use a good scripture too. Definitely. But when we go scripture for scripture, like literally you can make anything sound right. You can make anything justifiable. Read these stories as wholes. Read these stories as whole. A lot of people are not reading the stories as whole. A lot of y'all got Sunday school and it was the baby version. It wasn't the real stories. I was fortunate that I got the real deal, and I thank God for that. In life, I got the real deal. I never got the life experience of sugarcoating. That's why I think I went around trying to do a sugarcoating for some people because I felt like, oh shit, it wasn't sugarcoated for me. I ain't got no. It wasn't sugarcoated for me, so like literally, I be trying to give, give it from a place where I wish I would have had it, but like now it's just like I'm gonna give people what they deserve. But yeah, that young man, he literally he got physically mad, and then he said, "Well, can I pray for you?" I was like, "Yeah, I always accept prayer." And while he was praying for me, I was listening. That nigga, oh, he told me this, I was still seeking. How can you tell somebody what they are still doing for their spiritual journey on how they view God? Like, bitch, I'm not still seeking. I know who God is. I knew who God was since I was a little girl. So, like, it was just very presumptuous and very, like, he came to me as if I was the one needed saving. And it seemed like he was actually the one that needed saving from something, because, like, literally, he shouldn't be out here doing mission work for no one. He should probably be trying to save himself, because he judged me. He judged me as if my life was fucked up and bad. And then when he did his prayer for me, like, he did a prayer in the sense of, like, he hopes God, like Jesus, and then he even switched to God. And it was just funny. It was like, you didn't hear anything I said when I was talking to you. All you wanted me to do was submit to your ideologies and your beliefs, and you shouldn't be doing mission work. You shouldn't be doing mission work. But yeah, he prayed that God save my soul and that leads me to Christ. And it was just like, you ain't hear nothing I said. I talk to Jesus every day, and Jesus sees you. Jesus see you. So, like, everybody that's praying for you ain't really praying for you. They praying for you based off what they want for you. And everybody can't hear you when you speak to them and you tell them stuff. Like, you can hear them, but they can't hear you. And it was like, I could hear him, and I could appreciate his passion with it gave definitely, in the area I was in was Lynchburg, so it definitely gave that, like, that white man Christianity. That white man Christianity that oppressed my ancestors. That white man Christianity that actually said it was okay to fucking enslave my ancestors. That's not the Christianity that I abide by. I abide by Christ, like the Messiah. Like, y'all literally don't even know what Christ mean. Like, not y'all, but like some people will go do this mission work. They don't even know Hebrew. They don't know Hebrew. So, like, a lot of shit be taken out of context and not even based on the original language. Then they don't even realize the powers that be remixed and changed their Bible so many times it's not even funny. And the Bible still has it hold weight. It still hold weight. But, like, is what are you gonna do with the knowledge that's in there? Are you gonna use that knowledge to oppress people? Are you gonna use that knowledge to uplift and raise people? Or are you gonna use that knowledge to think you better than people? Like, it's all about what you're gonna choose to do with it. And so, I don't know, I was over here talking about parenthood and I got onto that shit. Like, I don't even remember how I got there, but yeah, I just remember that experience. Like, that's why a lot of people have religious trauma. Like, you'll have random motherfuckers just pop up on you in the store. You trying to mind your business and shop. And, or I was just in there that day to sightsee. And, literally, that was too close. I was just in the store that day to sightsee. And I think, what was we about to do? I think we was about to go catch a movie. And I've had missionaries do it right. I've literally had missionaries who have came to me and asked me, did I need them to pray for me? And it was like, yes. And they would ask me, like, what's going on, or what do you want to pray about? And they would literally give me a prayer. And, like, I've had missionaries come up to me and ask me, would you be willing to hear about the gospel? And literally, I would be like, yes, and literally would hear about the gospel and literally hear their point of view of the gospel. And even if I don't agree with it, I let them speak, and I let them, talk. Because I do understand I have a set of knowledge that most don't get. And I also don't want to project my views or my shit onto somebody else. And literally, like, you came to me, you said you wanted to share with me. I'm going to let you share. A lot of people just want to have, like, a pissing match about who knows more and who's closer to God and all that shit. Like, The moment that you try to tell me how I should view God, you done lost me. You done lost me. If I ain't asked you. If I ain't asked you. You just walking up to me acting like you gonna save me. Like, I'd want you to focus in on your own life. The type of saving work I do is meeting people where the fuck they are and understanding that we all go through life and have life experiences, and everybody's life experiences is different. Baby, I'm wild. I can be so like reserved and disciplined and obedient, and then like if God give me the green light, bitch, I'm wild. Like I'm wild, I'm crazy, and like it just all depends on if I get that green light. If God be like, Latifah Shawn. If God be like, let her have it. hey. But what I'm not gonna do is sit here and pretend to be who I'm not, and I can't do that shit. Not no more. It's a lot to go on over here. It's a lot to go on over here, which means it's a lot that I gotta nurture. It's a lot that I gotta pour into, and I'm learning that, like, pour into me before I pour into others. But missionary work that comes with someone trying to force you into submission, someone trying to belittle you into submission, someone trying to authoritize you into submission, because that's kind of like the energy he gave. Like, he was an authority over me. And I don't judge people by age. I have met people who literally were younger than me, and to me looking at them, I'm like, yeah, you done surpassed me at your age. Like, get it, nigga. Like, I see you. Like, I want you to succeed. Like, cause you got this shit. Like, so I don't even do judgment by age. I don't do judgment by age. I don't do judgment by career. I don't do judgment by titles. I don't do judgment by authority. I don't do judgment by anything that you can think of. Like, I can meet a person who has no home, who is living on the streets, that can tell and teach me something. Whether it be by what not to do, whether it be by this is what's gonna work. It's like literally y'all get beside yourselves. So I never judged him because he was young. But I did have to judge him because he had a certain degree of arrogance and authoritative figure over me. It felt like he felt like I was condemned. Like I was the one who won't shit, and like he had no idea who he met that day. He had no idea he met Jesus' daughter. Like literally. Like he had no idea he met the one. He met the one. But just because my view didn't align with the evangelical way of his teachings, he missed me right in plain sight. And so literally, that'd be funny to me. And I'm the one that'll be like, I'll tell people all the time, like, Jesus is a way, but that don't mean that you get to condemn other people for having other ways. Do you know how many people are born in different locations? And literally, that is literally the identifier and the reason that they practice the religion they practice the culture standards they practice, any of the norms, and that's because of who they were born to and where they were born, literally. And so you mean to tell me that the all-knowing God, the omnipotent God, messed up and put these people in this wrong location that's literally going to just have them fucked up and condemned to an eternal pit fire, which literally, that is one concept of hell, not all. There's levels to hell. And literally, if you ask me, I feel like the fire is the purifying part of hell that actually gets you to a state of purification. There's parts of hell that literally you don't want to step foot in. But yeah, that's the fire part is the easy one. That a lot of people ain't gonna even get to be in. Um, excuse me. I think hell is inhumane too. Like hell, I think it's inhumane. Definitely, if the person not gonna grow or learn from it, if they just gonna be suffering and they never gonna elevate from it, like put them out their misery. What's the point? But I think the reason that like, yeah, that's like God's thing because like literally like people start judging, when to put somebody out their misery. So I don't know, but that's just my view on it. Like suffering is inhumane when it doesn't produce growth, change, or elevation, or evolution. So it's like you just got a person there. It kind of remind me of like prison. Like if you gonna have a system set up where you saying you putting these people in here for a timeout and you literally was supposed to be trying to make sure that they figure out where they went wrong at first, but like literally all you did was create a system and a structure, like literally so you can get paid, but they're sitting here suffering and they literally aren't getting better and they literally come back outside and do the same shit in a different way, just repeated hell loops, like while you profit off of it. Like I really think that like that's not punishment. That's not, it's cruelty. It's cruelty. So like to me, I think that like number one, things like I think punishment should come with like punishment should come with, even when we're raising our children, like punishment should come with, do you understand like where you went wrong and how can you, it's just like an apology, like how can you make sure that this doesn't happen, this behavior doesn't happen again. Like punishment should be wired and coded so that literally it's for the offender to understand like how to stop the behavior, how to stop reoffending with that same behavior. And everybody doesn't have internal, I'm sorry, these bugs getting on my motherfucking nerves. I be just wanting my own personal space. Like, leave me alone. I even got floating like spider webs and stuff on me. Like, it's just the silk. I'm gonna have to go in the house. But like, yeah, I think punishment, I'm gonna get this message out, but I think punishment should be geared, and definitely in parenting, like I talk too much in parenting. But like literally I think punishment should be geared towards changing the behavior. Not just trying to make a person suffer. Like some people don't need to suffer just to figure it out. Some people are conditioned to suffer just to figure it out. But I think once we get to a certain healed society and a healed spot, we have to rethink punishment. And I'm not talking about for things that literally, like I said, when I read the real story about Noah's Ark after life had been reset. Instead of making his grandson a slave, he should have just cut that out of the genetic coding. That can't reproduce. And a lot of people have that relationship with, because of that story. And the grandfather, like literally they think that my bad, I got distracted, it was a car. Like a dog, Tetris man. But they think that like the rainbow and like people don't know that the rainbow in that story, it has some correlations that people try to use against gay people. And to me, when I read that story, it wasn't about his grandson being gay. His grandson was a pedophile, and a ancestral pedophile. Not a pedophile, excuse me, ancestral rapist, excuse me, misspeak. But that is something that I like want to talk about too. Like, I see so many people waste their time on homosexuality, and they don't get to the root cause of why you hate homosexuality. You hate homosexuality because you were raped, or you know people who have been raped. Homosexuality is not the problem. It's not the problem. The real problem is when someone takes something from you. When someone takes something from you. When you got two consensual adults, like, let God handle them. Like, and they not hurting nobody, you let God handle them. Or you're gonna have debt, karmic debt on your hands for how you have treated somebody who have caused you no fucking harm. But the problem isn't homosexual. I see so many people literally fucking themselves up because you hate gay people. You hate trans people. You hate the whole LGBT community. And I'm not talking about people who make jokes about y'all. Y'all really need to fucking get some thick skin. Like, jokes are fine. I do feel like some of you niggas who are straight, like, literally, y'all be telling on yourselves. But that's just me. That's just me. Yes, I'm talking to whoever. Like, that's just me. But anywho, when I see so much hatred for homosexuality, all I see is unhealed rape victims. I see unhealed rape victims, or either I see people who are self-hating. They have those desires inside of themselves, and they have self-hatred for themselves, and they project it out to others. I see conditioning. Homosexuality wasn't the problem. Rape was. Could you imagine me hating heterosexual sex because I was raped as a child? You could imagine it. It happens. But it comes from an unhealed space. It comes from being unhealed in that department. It happens. But if I walked around in society and tried to convince everybody in society that heterosexuality is wrong, because I was raped by my father figures, I was raped by other men, and I've told my story. Like, I was raped by other men. And if I was to go walk around and say that heterosexuality is wrong, like, y'all would look at me like I was strange. We don't need to address homosexuality unless there's a rapist in that community. And there are. They hide behind religion. They hide behind toxic masculinity. They hide behind a lot of that shit. Like, a lot of them literally will sit there and denounce homosexuality and literally be the ones messing with other men, messing with other women. Literally. Will preach it down and be fucking with the little boys in the church or the little girls in the church. We have a rapist and a pedophilia problem. We have an incest problem. We don't have a homosexuality problem. Dumb niggas is happy. Let them be happy. But we need to figure out who's raping motherfuckers. Who is touching kids. Because that's the shit that's destroying us. My niggas that I know, that's gay, that's trans, that's lesbian, that's queer like me. I'm not even in the girl. I'm just different. I like men. I'm just different. But literally, I probably would have been hanged at a stake or somewhere a long time ago because of the type of woman I am. Like, society fears strong women. That's why a lot of men don't want women to know their power. That's why a lot of men conquer women. Y'all talk about the succubus, but you forget to mention the incubus, which is the male version of the succubus. Y'all really got to stop taking these identifiers and these titles, all the things, and start actually judging people for their fucking character. God literally will show up as one of those things that you proclaim to spew hate and hatred for. And I'm not saying things like, I don't view people who have different sexualities or gender identifiers as things. What I'm just saying is the very thing that you hate, God will channel through sometimes just to show you that you can't hate the whole thing. You have to literally identify evil in all groups and all identifiers. And to me, when you use religion to justify your hate for a whole group, you have lost your fucking plot and your mind, because literally you become the same motherfuckers that came ashore and buck broke our men in front of the goddamn. I understand the trauma behind it. I understand the trauma behind homosexuality. I understand the trauma. But it is literally motherfuckers out here who ain't raping people, and you condemning them. It is literally niggas out here who ain't even gay. They just expressing themselves, and you condemning them because they don't fit the identifier of what you think it is to be a man. Then the same men who hate men who literally with society deemed would be feminine passing, like literally y'all the same niggas that abandoned your family. So maybe he do have more mannerisms from his aunts and his mama. But not all of them fucking practice homosexuality. But you'll walk around and let a nigga be a bitch ass nigga, when I know it's some gay niggas that's way more solid. I know there are masculine niggas that match the fucking stereotypes of what it is to be masculine niggas, and they gay. And they don't have no problem with telling you they gay. Their hang don't hang. They look neat as a pin. They dress to the T. I know hood gay niggas. That you can't tell is gay. But they're gay. And they match what you think masculinity look like. And so literally I be laughing at all y'all. Like, y'all will allow all these titles and groups to blind you of just seeing somebody for their heart and their character. One thing I will say, like, I feel like the truth should be told about all people, because I think that's one of the problems of society is, like, we've had these leaders in society, and, like, the moment you try to tell the truth about them, because we were fighting against the white man, and we just gonna be truthful and honest about this, because Black people are fighting against the white man, we did not want our leaders' character to be tarnished. So anytime something came up about them, we definitely did block it. It's like, you can't say, this about, no. We need to start telling the truth. The same way we want them to be held accountable, it's time that we tell the truth about our leaders too. Like, literally, our leaders were not perfect motherfucking human beings, and that's the problem. Like, y'all got people in this world thinking they gotta be perfect, and you don't fucking have to be perfect whatsoever. You just have to be yourself. That's it. That's all. All you have to do is be yourself, correct yourself where you're wrong, and grow and elevate. That's it. That's all. That's how life is. That's why you came here. You came here to learn. You came here to learn and lift the frequency of this place. But the moment you try to act like people got to be perfect and people got to fit this fucking tight-knit stereotype of what you think it is to be fucking human and to be right, is the moment you lose the plot. There should be a set of laws that we abide by. That we abide by as human beings, not as a Muslim. Like, you if you choose that route, yes, you follow those set of standards, but everybody else don't have to. If you choose to be a Christian, you follow those set of standards, but everybody don't have to. If you choose to be, Hindu, you follow those set of, everybody don't have to. But we should have a common common human. Even if you don't want to call it God laws, you should have common human decency. No one should be killing anybody for no reason. Nobody should be raping anybody for any reason. Not at all. Like, I do know some niggas that literally, but it be a retaliatory thing. Literally, I just laugh. But yeah. but it should be certain shit. Like, we should just, yeah, that's a no. That's a no in society. That's a clear no. With murder, I think there is some wiggle room in that. I'm tired of sharing space with people who literally have lost their goddamn mind and don't want to find it. Just empty vessels. Like, spirits just running through that joint. And they don't want to control it. They done went home. Body just here. Soul be on vacation. Yeah, that get on my nerves. I'm guilty of it sometimes. It comes from severe trauma. So, yeah, I just can't do it. I can't do it. But back to parenting, like, literally, shit, that's what God doing. God is parenting us all. And those who getting it. Those who ain't. But being a parent is the hardest job I've ever had in my life. And, like, I'm at this point where, like, this girl gets to have say. She gets to have more say. And, like, I've always let my child have say because I always felt like I had to force my say. And it's like, with her, I just kind of let her be. And it's like now it's getting to a point where, like, we went through this stage. I had all this guilt because I felt like I put her into a relationship that, you know, I put her into an environment like first of all, the thing is literally, I call her a thing, but she's literally like, she was born. She knew who she was when she was born. It's like she going through that phase of trying to figure it out again, figuring out her identity and all that stuff. But, like, when she was little, she knew who she was. She wanted the finest of this. She wanted the finest treatment. You talk to her any kind of way, like, she gonna cry. Like, I couldn't even do it. Like, when she was real young, like, I couldn't even talk to the little girl like how I talk to her now. Like, I had to break her in. Had to break her. Like, she wouldn't even let me call her nigga. Like, she would tell me, like, don't call me that. It was like, nigga, I'm not saying it in a derogatory way. I had to break her in. Like, nah, nigga, you you journeyed in over here to the nigga zone. like I understand you don't really like it. And I used to try not to do it. And then it's like, now, nigga, it is what it is. It is what it is. But like, yeah, she was very like when she was young, she was very strong-willed. Like, she was like, don't call me that. Like, I don't like when you call me that. Like, it was like, okay, I'm not gonna call you that. But yeah, we had fun together. Like, I got to learn a lot from her as a youngin'. And it's like, now she just irritates my soul. I irritate her soul. It's just like, it's like vampires meeting the sun when we see each other. Like, and then it's like, some days it's like rainbows and unicorns. Or I got a pocket full of sunshine. I got a pocket. And it's just like, I am tired of these motherfucking mood swings. But she's going through hormonal changes. And it's like always just meeting your children where they're at. And meeting yourself where you're at. Like, parenting isn't for the faint of heart. And when I look at me parenting my child, I try to give my child the same amount of grace and understanding that God gives me. But I also have to realize I gotta lay down the law and consequences have to be given. I also understand, like, I give her way too fucking much. Sometimes like I really will give her too much. And that's when that unappreciative shit comes into play. Just like I give gratitude, like I do 3 gratitude a day. I kind of do 6. It's 3 outside, 3 internal. And like I said, over time, it just becomes so deeply rooted. Like I don't even realize that I'm giving thanks, but I'm giving thanks. I do like to be more intentional about it, but I even have her doing that. Like, get your kids to start saying what they're grateful for. Thanksgiving coming up, teach your kids about what really happened. That day was a day of massacre for the indigenous people to the American lands, which I am an indigenous person, and I can say that with my chest now. A lot of shit was lost with birthrights, but I am an indigenous native bloodline person, literally to America, and I have birthrights all over this world, like literally birthrights all over this world. A lot of our ancestors were nomadic, and I think that's been the most miserable thing for me is like I love to travel, and like having to sit so fucking still for all these years, and having to not only just sit still, but like, and don't get me wrong, I've traveled, but just like not like I want to. Like if I had it like I wanted to, I'd been and explored the whole world if I had it like I wanted to for 35 years of life. Like I would have been and touched every spot on this goddamn planet that like I could humanly, physically withstand going to, and wouldn't no tribe try to kill me when I came ashore. Like, but I time travel anyway. Like, so literally, I probably spiritually have touched every surface of this earth some kind of way, whether it be through animal, whether it be through an extremophile. I probably have. Even other people. but yeah, teach your kids. That's the best gift you can give to your children. Being present, teaching them manners. The same adults that we don't like to be around are literally, they were children who literally were mistreated. You hear me? The same adults that we don't like to be around were children that were literally mistreated. They became assholes and dicks, and they grew up and literally became miserable and didn't want to change, didn't want to heal, didn't want to be better, and didn't want to do better. So literally the way we fix this is through our children, through the youth who literally are our children. Until we start viewing all kids as our children, and we start treating and looking out for all children as our children, like, and doing the same for each other, we're literally going to have a society where you got kids beating up a pregnant woman, and their mother's fucking saying that, oh, my child isn't like that, they're straight. Your child lost the plot. And we see where you lost the plot, because you're even making the excuse. I don't give a fuck how many A's your child made. Somewhere down the line, your child decided to follow a group of kids to breed up a pregnant lady. So literally, it doesn't mean your child is condemned forever, but it does send a message that you as a mother make excuses for your child. Your child deserves to be ridiculed and matter of fact, if anybody ever sees some shit like that ever again, whether the woman is pregnant or not, but definitely if the woman is pregnant, jump in that fight and beat the shit out of them kids. Because obviously somewhere down the line, like, the parents have failed. And I say that with small children. When them children become them teenagers and shit, like, like, that's... Some parents can lay the foundation, but, them children gonna find their own ways and do their own things. Like, literally, God sent them here to be their own thing. And so, literally, at that teenage age and that young adult age, like, I don't blame parents unless you literally was a fucked up parent. But when your child is a small child, bitch, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Fuck the kid. Like, I'm gonna beat the shit out you. And I've had parents where, like, I had to pull up on them. Like, I remember I was living in the neighborhood. Like, I just had, like, I think she was, like, 1 or something. Like, I'm going to school. I'm tired. Like, all I want to do is fucking go to sleep. And little boy banging on my goddamn window. I mean, banging on my window. I asked the little boy nicely to get away from my window. He did not listen. He came back and he banged on my window. I cussed him the fuck out. Like, get the fuck away from my window. That nigga started saying something and I was like, go get your mama. Go get your mama. Cause I did. I was asleep in my fucking house. Like, we pay bills to be here. And you banging on my window. So I go outside and he have his mama. And she don't even come to me as an adult. She's all the way down there where she live at because he didn't live right there. But she gonna say, well, you shouldn't be cussing at my child. And I was like, your child shouldn't be banging on my motherfucking window. I'm trying to sleep. And well, we used to live in that building. So he felt like he wanted to, like, I guess she was trying to make an excuse for why he was banging on my window. First of all, man, I am one of the most understanding people when it comes to kids. I love kids. I swear, I love the fuck out of kids. Like, kids can make the most errors around me, and I don't give a fuck. Even when I was a classroom teacher, they literally gave me the behavior issue kids because I love the kids that literally, I love them. Them the ones that's misunderstood and all that shit. But bitch, I'm trying to sleep. I'm really trying to sleep. You don't have any idea how long my days are. Like, I am up from morning to night, like, and late at night. And then I have a child of my own that I have to love and have energy for. Like, you're not about to disrupt my sleep. And then you're not about to make a motherfucking excuse for this little menace that you're raising. And I said it like this because she's literally raising a menace. And literally, she gonna say, well, I guess he felt like he could because he lived over there. Okay, I hear your excuse, but did you hear what the fuck I was saying? I am tired. Correct your child so I don't have to. Because I came with him with love. I came with him with love first. He didn't want that shit. He wanted negative attention. And I gave it to him. And he almost got his mama fucked up. And so literally, this bitch still trying to make excuses. I told her, like, I don't do that arguing shit. You know, like, I be rah online, but I don't do that arguing shit in person. Like, that's that shit that's gonna get you killed, like, quicker. Because, like, literally, when you want to argue with me and you want to tongue wrestle and then that shit don't make sense, it makes me fire mad. And so, literally, I don't do that arguing shit. And I told her, I was like, just come over here. Like, just, you ain't even got to be down there doing all that yelling and shit. Like, just come over here. We can see whoever gonna win. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, because I'm going to beat your ass I'm going to beat your ass so you can go beat his ass. Because he got your ass beat. Like, go beat his ass. Because he shouldn't be knocking on my goddamn window. And so, literally, and I even told her, like, that's a conversation you should have had with your child. Like, you should have talked to your child about your child's behavior. Like, you could have came to me and you could have been upset with me that I cussed at your child. And I would have apologized. I'm sleepy. I'm tired. I'm angry. I'm evil. I could have apologized about that shit, but your approach about this shit, like, literally, bitch, you crazy. And you crazy if you think I'm going to accept his behavior because he used to live there. Like, bitch, just get your child. Correct your child, because I'd have never let mine do that. My child would have told me somebody cussed at her. I'm going to ask her, what the fuck was she doing? Because already, like, I already know what time kids be on. Like, what happened? Like, what was the situation? Like, she didn't even care that he was banging on my window. She didn't even care. I was like, all right. And I told her, I was like, your son gonna end up in jail. Your son gonna end up in jail. And she even said she had another one that was already in there. Like, people will tell you everything about them that you need to know. And, like, I let her know that, bitch, I was willing to go to jail that day if I had to. If she come over here, bitch, come over here, hit me first. Because then I ain't even got to go to jail. You just did it for yourself. But she was smart and she stayed the fuck over there. She just wanted to be a yappy mouth bitch. And, like, literally, I let her know that if her son came over there again, he was going to get her ass beat. And since she don't want to correct her child, and she ain't even have to whoop his ass. That's a conversation. That's a conversation that we don't literally, like, that is a conversation I would have had with my child. We don't go knocking on people's windows. We won't go knocking on people's windows. And I get it. Give people grace, love, and all that shit. Like, I get it. But, like, her attitude towards trying to resolve the situation was going to get us all in trouble. And people really gotta know who they playing with, and like, people really gotta start raising their children. And I'm new at this. I've never raised a teenager before. I never raised a teenager before. This is weird. It is hard. And I'm pretty sure when God thinks about me, he'd be like, I never raised Latifah before. This is a new one. She's a new one. Like, I've had some, had multiple versions of some other things, but like, I've never had to raise this one. This one is unique, and this one is different. And so, like, literally, that's how it is when you're raising kids. You can have kids with the same mother, same father, and each one gonna be a different experience. And right now, I'm experiencing teenage motherhood as a single parent. As a parent that's around their child, like, too much. It's just too much. It's like, I'm tired of seeing your face. She tired of seeing my face. And it's like, she tired of hearing my voice. She tired of hearing my voice. And I'm tired of telling her, like, it's like a belt in the closet with her name on that shit. It really is. But I feel like I could talk to her. And I could talk to her, but I also could take things. She want a new phone. And it's like, she been wanting that new phone for a long time. And she can't get that new phone because you ain't earned it. You ain't earned it. You have not earned a new phone. And it's like to a point where I'm going to buy me a new phone because I've earned it. I've been trying to do what I'm supposed to do. And like, literally, this nigga, it's her consistency. And it's like, I got to be a warden. I got to be a warden. And I don't want her in prison. Like, I want her to literally do what she need to do. But I think I'm just going to have to switch roles and just be a fucking warden. This one is too lackadaisical. Yeah. I know she gonna be alright. Like, she one of them people. She gonna be alright when she get in the world. Like, she gonna have her little moments, but alright, I don't worry about her when it comes to the world. I do, but I don't. Like, as a parent, we worry about our children, but you're supposed to give that to God. You don't want their ass to be in a fucking bubble. But I worry in the aspect of I'm a mother, but I don't worry in the aspect that I know who my child is. My child is resilient. My child is very highly intelligent. So much so, that's really, she be lazy because she tries to outsmart and trick the system. Try to trick the system a lot. And it's like, for real, I'm starting to see some parallels between her and somebody else in my family. And it's just like, maybe I have to have a conversation with her just to remind her of where that's going to get her. But, and I'm not talking about this system, the white man system that's corrupt and fucked up. I'm talking about, she would try to trick any system. Like, just to get out of the work, just to manipulate, not having to do what she gotta do. And the shit she gotta do ain't even hard. Like, she'll trick the system. It's like it's being too smart for your own good. It's like, this not even, you cheating yourself. Like, I'm all for tricking the system. I'm all for, crumbling the system. But this system is actually built for you. This system was made for you to excel and to achieve, whatever. This was to make you better. And it's like, you still would cheat that system. And that means you're cheating yourself because you're stunning your development and your growth. So we're just going to have a conversation. And I'm going to end this video with, God, like, literally, I'm just coming back to my senses, myself. And so I'm going to give myself grace as a parent. I'm going to give you thanks and gratitude and praise for how you have guided and led me in the growth and development that I am receiving. And I'm grateful. I'm like super grateful of my development. And what I want to ask for publicly is, one of the things that, like, when I first woke up, it was just like, don't test me. Don't fuck with me. Leave me alone. And it's like, now, God, bring on whatever needs to be brought on for me to be my best version of myself. I don't want to just slap back. I want the challenges. I want what it takes to be who you want me to be. And I know it's been the process all along, right? And so literally I know that I've been going through the process all along, and I really do feel like I got a lot of that hard shit out of the way. But I want to be that person that you want me to be. I want to be the best version of myself. I want to go into anything that comes my way knowing that I have the strength, I have the wisdom, I have the discernment, the love, the grace, the mercy. I have all the things that I need to come out more than alive, but to come out achieving greatness. And so no more do I feel like, I don't want to be tested. I don't want to face this challenge because I'm too tired. Like, God, if I'm tired, I ask that you give me the strength. God, if I feel like it's too challenging, I ask that you give me the strength and you give me the wisdom and the discernment and the knowledge to figure it out. The love to figure it out. And I ask that you continue to remove each and everything that does not belong in my life. And that you provide for me what it is that I need. And that no man or woman will ever be my God ever fucking again. Like, literally. Period, point blank. Like, that's my public prayer. This is T's Inner Thoughts. And like, literally, I done soaked up my son for about an hour. I was gonna get out there and go for a little walkie walk, but I said I'm gonna rest my foot. My left foot need a little break. I already know what it is. It's my weight. My ankles and my foot is so like skinny and narrow. All that weight on it. So like I said, I'm gonna give it a little break, let it build up. Eat my fruit and drink my water. Give my body some nourishment. But yeah. Each day gets better. I just be on my prayers. Like, I want the life that me and God talked about. I want the life that God showed me. And with that life gonna come, I'm gonna have to be very obedient. I'm gonna have to be very disciplined. I'm gonna have to be very wise. And I'm gonna have to have self-control. And so whatever it takes, however long it takes, like, literally, I trust God.